Hi everybody, Anthony Navarro here with Colorado Shooting Sports. I'm going to do a really quick video on some of my favorite handguns, top 5 kind of favorite handguns. And we're going to be looking at some of my personal guns as well as some that are just here in the shop, and mainly some of the reasons why I like these particular guns. So starting with the gun that I carry with me pretty much all the time, Glock 19. The nice thing I like about this is it just runs, it just always runs. And another nice thing about any medium-sized to full-size handgun is I recommend that you have an accessory rail to be able to mount a light. If you notice, it can mount on this one just as easily as it can this M&P. Slides right on there. When they're new, they're a little bit stiff, but if you'll notice, it also fits very easily on this machine gun that has a little suppressor on it. So this is our little M4 full auto rental, and again, fits on there really nicely. So it kind of universally mounts pretty much on any gun out there. So I really like that feature. Yeah, the gun is loaded. I know there's a lot of videos out there where people are going to be like, let me show you my gun's unloaded. Not going to do that. I think that's ridiculous because I'm just not going to put my finger on the trigger. That's the main thing. You can show your gun is empty 100 times and stick your finger on the trigger and do something wrong. So I'm not going to be playing that stupid game. If you think that that is something that freaks you out on this video, by all means go to the videos that do that, because that's what's contributing to a lot of the problems out there. Again, this is what I typically wear on my ankle. This is a Glock 26, and again, if I'm wearing shorts, probably not on there. But again, gun is loaded. Oh my God. The thing I like about this is that I can interchange with magazines from the Glock 19. So if I have something happens to the gun, I can immediately transition, and now I've got a 20-shot gun that's originally designed as a 10-shot gun. So really like that. So, and if you notice on the Glock 26s, I put these +2, +3 mag extensions on there. Gives my pinky a place to rest, otherwise the gun is too small for my hand. I'm a big fan of using the oversized slide locks. Under stress, with a diaphoretic response and our hands are nice and sweaty, you're not going to be using the controls as well as you normally did. Both of these guns feature the rough texturing that we do, which again is going to make the gun stick to your hand in a high stress environment. Big fan of the XS sights that we put on there. I've never seen anything work better. And a lot of people that like the target sights that make them shoot really good at paper, when you have a higher stress level, I'm telling you, they don't work as well. They work great during classes, but they don't work well in a gunfight. So I'm going to stick with sights that are easy to track under a high stress environment, and so that's why I go with those. So again, Glock 19/Glock 23 or the Glock 27/Glock 26, they work really well. By the way, this ankle holster is going on 10 years, and it literally looks almost brand new, so they work really well. Next up, the M&P Shield. They come in 40 and 9mm. A couple years ago, this was one of the most heavily hyped guns on the market. And I'll be the first to tell you that in our industry, if something is heavily hyped, it typically doesn't work very well. And that's just the truth. You go into any big market chain / massive gun store, 90% of everything they sell in there, from the sleeping bags to the guns or whatever, doesn't work very well. So that's why we only carry stuff that works. However, this is one of those things that when it finally arrived, I'm telling you, not only did it meet expectation, it actually exceeded expectation. So a couple things that I really like about it is, compared to the guns I normally carry, it's about half the thickness. So it's like carrying around a credit card. It's just so thin. Really like that. One of the downsides is I'm carrying a lot less rounds, but if I want to have very concealable gun, this is definitely the way to go. And again, the same sights I'm running on all the other pistols and rifles. So the only upgrades I really recommend on the Shield is upgrading the sights, and rough texturing the gun is really going to help you keep a hold of this much slimmer framed gun. So really like that one. As far as revolvers go, I know Smith & Wesson is kind of known as the king for revolvers, but I'm telling you, as far as shootability, accuracy, reliability, lightweight, nothing really beats the Ruger LC-R. This one's the 357, which shoots .38 special as well. But man, these things are freaking light, really, really gushy grip. The trigger's unbeatable. It's nickel boron, so it's really smooth. And yeah, you can shoot these all day long and it won't beat the crap out of your hand right there. So if you like revolvers, but you don't like shooting revolvers, i.e. they hurt a lot, recommend checking these out. From a historical standpoint, though, I was not a big fan of Ruger, and in a lot of ways, politically, I'm still not. Those of you that are not familiar with the 1990 assault weapon ban, Ruger actually bribed people in the Clinton administration to keep their guns off the list, but they banned AR-15s and other rifles. So from that standpoint, I kind of stayed away from them. But when you get right down to it, that's the best combat revolver, like snub-nosed revolver out there. It's just freaking great gun. And this one right here, the M&P series of guns, this is the gun that pretty much saved Smith & Wesson from bankruptcy. All their previous semi-auto pistols, I'm telling you, were just junk. Really, really crappy pistols. But this thing is fantastic. It's a striker-fired gun, very reliable. We obviously put the new sights on there, so if you've noticed, every gun here, including the revolver, is running the same sights. I know some of you guys on the internet are going to freak out. You're going to think I'm pointing my gun at myself. I am not, so relax a little bit, okay? So anyways, very reliable gun, high-capacity gun, has a rail on there, allows you to mount the weapon light. This is in running along with the Glock and a couple other guns for the new pistol to replace the horrible M9 Berettas in the military. Those things are just trash. Don't really like them a whole lot. But any handgun that we sell, brand new handgun, comes with a lifetime warranty. No other company out there does that. The only way you're going to get good at using these is to use them. And if you really think about it, our warranty is crazy because this contains an explosion every time you pull the trigger. So it is designed to break, but we want you to get good at these, and we want you to get good at running them under a high stress condition so that when you need it, it's going to be there. You're going to know how to run through the gross motor functions to get that thing going for you. So again, there's a bunch of other guns out there as well that I like, but these are kind of in the top 5 that I wanted to throw out your way. Bunch of different reasons why I like them. And so come check us out, Colorado Shooting Sports on Facebook, coloradoshootingsports.com, and check us out at the shop at 2435 8th Avenue in Greeley. Every time we sell one of these, you get a free class on disassembly, reassembly, lubrication, where not to lubricate it, all that good stuff. So yeah, check us out. We do tons of different classes, and I think you'll have a great time. Have a great day.